Have you visited our website, heightdynamics.com.au? You'll find hundreds of height safety products from some of the world's leading height safety brands. All available for you to browse and order 24/7 at heightdynamics.com.au.
Well, hello folks, welcome along to the 2025 Queensland lead titles, the junior titles, under 17 and under 19 today, folks, coming to you live from Crank Indoor Climbing here in Brisbane. Great to be with you again. Jason Whitten is my name, and good to be back. I'm hand solo today. Ian Gilmartin, who's usually my compadre in the commentary box, is out of action today, so you've got me. We'll see if I can handle the one-way conversation with myself and you guys on the live stream, but we've got all the climbers getting ready down in the gym. But yesterday, folks, we had the under 15s, and they did extremely well. There was some great climbing, that's for sure. But here's your under 15 champions from yesterday's results, folks. Mark, Zachary, and Leo. Two tops there from Zachary and Mark, but Mark was a little bit faster, and a couple of names we've come to expect in the top or on the podium. Certainly, Ava, Nina, and Mayo in the under 15 lead female finals. So good to see all of those competitors up on the podiums and taking away the prizes. But there were a fair few competitors yesterday, folks, but they all did very well. Only the top 8 go through, though, and today we have under 17 and under 19 male-female competitors lining up. So we've got the top 8 from each of those categories, folks, and They're down in the gym right now, and what's going on? They're viewing the climbing. So everyone is out at the same time. The under-17s and the under-19s are all out together, and they're taking a look at what their climbs are. Now, this is what's called an on-site climb. They'll see it for the first time now. They'll try and memorize some of the moves from the ground, thinking through with their experience from their previous climbing sessions. They sort of see if they recognize the holds, see if they recognize the shapes, the movements, some of the directions they think they might need to climb. Now it's usually the route setters do a few little tricky things when it comes to the climbing routes, and the climbers see if they can work it out from the ground. But really the rubber meets the road when they get on the wall and on the sharp end of the rope, so to speak, leading, clipping, and trying to work out the beta of the climb as we go along. So everyone's in there. The under-15s were yesterday, the under-17s and under-19s today. So these are your under-17 finalists, folks. Gabriella, Nikki, Isabella, Ellie, Kayla, Alizé, Penny, and Jacqueline, all ready to be out there. Now, they do go in reverse order today, folks. So you can see on the screen 1 to 8. So 8 was the top finalist, and this is the run order. So Otto, Oliver, Ethan, Daniel, William, Spencer, Aiden, and Dean. So Dean qualified in first, basically. So that's your under-17. So we will see the under-17 male and female, I believe, climb together, and then straight after the under-17s complete, we will roll straight into the under-19s. So for the next couple of hours, folks, strap in. We've got a bit of action here at the 2025 Queensland Lead Youth Titles. They're called the state titles these days. They don't call them youth anymore. They've redone the age groups. So a few innovations for the climbing world and competition when it comes to the naming conventions. But I'm sure everyone can get the hang of it as we roll along. We might take a quick look at the wall, and for those who are new to the world of competition climbing, we might try and explain what is going on when it comes to the climbing today and how it's scored. Now, if you, we've got our on-site MC today. Tim is there. He did a great job yesterday. But if you look at the bottom of the climb, folks, you start at the bottom, and as you go up, you can see the green holds. We'll follow the green route here. As you go through, each of the holds have a certain score, a number. As you progress from the bottom to the top, there's usually a progression, a number of, let's say, 30, 40, 50 climbing holds on the route. And as you progress to each one, you get a score, 1, 2, 3, 4, so on. If you move from one hold towards the next hold, but do not grab hold of it, that's called a plus. So it might be a 20 plus or a 30 plus or something like that. You do have a time limit to climb on the wall, and I believe it's 6 minutes. And like what happened in a few of the finals, or the finals yesterday, when we had a couple of the competitors actually both top out the climb, it looked like they did it on a bit of a time frame. So the winners were based on how fast they climbed. And Ava and Nina, let's say, for example, topped the climb yesterday, but Ava climbed it a little faster, 1 minute 45, where Nina climbed it at 2 minutes 13 seconds. So that's how it is worked out as you go. So hopefully we'll see a bunch of tops today, but the route setters are always putting something tricky along the way. You've got to reach the top and clip it before you count it as a top. You've got a bit of time to do it, so there you go. Anyway, folks, a few of the on-site audience are getting a few freebies as we get underway. bit of a shout out to our sponsors. There we've got some on-site sponsors and we've got some live stream sponsors, but a bit of a shout out to a bunch of them. They've offered some prizes for the competition, which is always great for the competitors. Most of the competitors love coming out and competing just against themselves, that's for sure, but it's nice to get a bit of a prize here and there. K2, Wild Earth, Edelrid, Pinnacle, Petzl, Crux, ICP, Crank and Cliff Bars have all added some value in some way. So a big shout out and a big thank you to all of the sponsors who, you know, go out of their way. Some money, time, or some prizes. It's very much appreciated. As the sport starts to grow, getting some sponsors behind it is extremely valuable. But I tell you what, if you've been following the youth scene for the last few years, it has been pretty significant in the terms of growth. And I believe this competition of recent times has been no exception to the growth we've had in the last few years, and having record numbers of youth competitors in all of the categories, that's for sure. So while we're waiting for the under 17s to come out, folks, we might take a little bit of, oh no, here we've got our first one. So we might as well get straight into it. And our first competitor out in the under 17 males, I believe, is Jack. Looks like we might have 9 on this one. For some reason, maybe there was 2 equals or something like that. Sometimes when there's a bit of a tie, there's an extra person moves into the final. So Jack Pearce, young Queenslander. We do have a visiting New South Welshie, Oliver Breastland, and he'll be out a little bit later on. So it is 8 Queenslanders in the finals, plus a visiting competitor from New South Wales. Now, if you do visit from interstate for the competitions, which all of the state boards always encourage, you can't win the state title. That's if you come from New South Wales, you can't win the Queensland title because you're not a Queenslander. But you're more than welcome to come and compete and practice and those sorts of things, which is fantastic. But young Jack here, looking quite solid at the moment. Nice technique, keeping a nice straight arm, nice clean clipping technique as well, and smartly looking at where he can clip from, making sure he finds a bit of a rest. Now these interesting little blocks here look a little bit of fun, bit of a wrestle to get straight off the ground, but you can see it's reasonably steep here. Now quite quickly into some tough territory here, but Jack using his technique very nicely. Good heel hook on the corner of the box there and keeping the straight arm, which is always a good idea when you want to preserve a little bit of energy. Jack resting as he goes, not too long though. There's always a bit of a balancing act between not resting too long. Went looking for a little knee bar there for a second. Looks like he's starting to get a little bit of pump going, but still looking strong. Nice. Moves into the head wall. Crowd likes that one, that's for sure. You can see right there the big hole there. Looks rather large, but it's a bit of a sloper. I've climbed on those ones a few times, and they're not as good as they look, that's for sure. But Jack looking quite comfortable, actually, very composed, chalking up, getting a bit of a rest. Now, if we get the team to zoom out a little bit, we can see where he's going and where he's got, how far he's got to go. We can see the head wall's not too far away. Yep, that's looking good. Now we can just see in here, this must be a little bit of a steeper section when it comes to the head wall, and not finding the way here just yet. Well, this has got what's commonly known as a crux in the climb, where a section is a bit harder. Oh! Ooh. Well, there you go. Looks like Jack decided to see if he could launch and stick that dyno. Well, we may have found a fairly committing section in the climb, but I think Jack did quite nicely. He threw down very well there. Unlike bouldering or the other parts of the competition climbing scene, lead climbing is one and done. So that's Jack's last crack at his competition for the weekend. So 17 plus. Sounds like he's got a few supporters there, that's for sure. So well done, Jack. All right, next out, the Jacqueline. Now we've got an ACT visitor as well in this one. So it looks like we've got an extra competitor in the lineup. But Jacqueline here, I believe. She did okay, 13 and 15, about halfway for each of the climbs previous today, which is the qualifiers. So we'll see if Jacqueline can pull something out of the bag here for this one. Just running through a few of the moves before she gets on the wall, making sure practice a few of these sequences, because sometimes you get up there and you think it's going to go one way and it goes another way, but we shall see if that stuff has helped for Jacqueline. All right, pulling off the ground. Once you're off the ground, you can't come back down, so it's all to play for now. Looks like some good big holds in the beginning just to get things warmed up, which is good news. Sometimes the route setters like to put a little bit tricky section, a little bit of a tricky sequence in the beginning. But you can see it's still quite steep, so it's definitely not a gimme at all. Ooh. Jacqueline just maybe not in a flow just yet. Needs to get a few of the cobwebs out when it comes to just the movement. Big moves though, big holds, but there's a bit of space between each of the moves, and sometimes you know, that can be a bit intimidating. But Jacqueline looking pretty nice at this moment in time. See, she's keeping her technique nice, making sure she moves just fast enough not to hang around too long and waste energy, but try and keep her arms straight as well. Oh, bit of a cut loose there. Only hang by 3 fingers. Let's see if she can put this back together. Oh, struggling to get her foot on something here. Just coming back down now. That would have cost her a fair bit of energy. Just looking for a good foothold, maybe looking for the pocket or something like that. This is a bit nicer. Ah, very good. Great drop knee there. Now the match. Looking on top. There you go. Well done. That's a great recovery. Oh, let's see if she can pull it back together now. She's got to get a foot on, maybe a toe in the pocket or something like that. We might get a shot from the other angle to see where she's climbing back in under the roof. Let's see if that done. Yeah, there we go. That's nice. Now we can see her climbing back into this. These big green pockets or divots in the wall, they look large, but they don't seem to be that friendly. Jacqueline not liking them, but found a little resting spot here. Smart. Rest up for a moment. Get a little bit of her energy back. Still a fair bit to go on the wall. Let's see, maybe she's at about halfway. If we get a full wall shot, you could see that now. That's quite clever. There we go. You can see she's tucked in under these corners. There's a great wall here at crank climbing as well, where lots of different angles, lots of different positions that the route setters have been using, and it's great because not only do you need to be able to be strong enough to hold on and pull up and use your footwork, but body and balance in this set here looks like it's been put into play as well with movements and the corner. But other than that moment, before, Jacqueline seems to have recovered quite nicely when it comes to where she's at right now. So that's great news. Now, Jacqueline, she is a crank home gym competitor. Got a little bit of, oh, well done. Oh, a little bit of a foot caught on that one, but well done, Jacqueline. Well, a little bit about Jacqueline here. This was her first competition, so first comp, and she makes it into the final. So well done, Jacqueline. That is awesome achievement. Good work. And only started leading recently. Biggest thing holding her back is a bit nerves and bit of fear of falling. So it is a bit intimidating sometimes, falling off the wall up high or even down low, but she's still smiling and did extremely well. So well done. But we keep rolling into the next competitor from Wales. I believe that might be Dean Butler from Queensland. Now he posted a very nice score, 24 plus in the qualifiers first one, a 12 plus in the second one, so not as high as he would have liked. So let's see how he goes on this one today. It's his last climb of the competition, Dean, so he's going to, I'm sure, give it all he's got. A little bit of a tricky start though for these guys. Looking good, using that heel. Spotter in there just helping out just on the first one, just so unless he slips or whatever and he gets close to the floor, someone to make sure it doesn't cause too much harm. But taking a little bit to get in his flow here. And we did see before, there's a bit of a wrestle on these boxes. There's some big angles and corners on them. You've got to be familiar on how to hold on to these ones. Actually, you can see his hand is turned to the side a little bit. That's commonly known as what's called a guppy, or a version of I don't know who makes up these names anyway. If anyone on the live stream knows where the guppy came from. Oh, bit of a slip there from Dean. But great to have you on the live stream as well, folks. Every now and then I'll pop back and have a little look at the chat, but bit of a shout out from Let's Go, Arabelle, Jacqueline, whoever you're getting behind today, whoever you're supporting, give them a shout out in the chat. It's always great to get some interaction from everyone as well. So thanks for joining us on the live stream, Dean. A little bit of a slip there. You can see our volunteers as well, often other climbers, other competitors, and mums and dads. So big shout out to all of those who do volunteer. Appreciate you. Very difficult to do a competition without the volunteer crew, so well done. I think this is Penny Day here. Now Penny, looking to post some good results, I'm quite sure. Let's see if Penny can put it all together now. She's a little bit taller climber, and the section here was a little bit reachy before, so it might suit Penny a little more than Jacqueline, but we'll see. Jacqueline posted a pretty good height. Certainly recovered really well from a little moment there before in this section, just a little bit higher, but we'll see if Penny can make it work. Nice, efficient clips as well from Penny. Nice straight arms and good efficiency. Just looks like she might be getting a little pump. It's quite difficult to control the pump early in a climb, and we'll see how Penny goes on this one. Now we did see Jacqueline struggle in this section here with the foot cut, So Penny going in with the heel, but oh yeah, nice transition. Toe on top of the pocket there and really sat on it with her hip and made it balancy. That was quite smooth. A bit more efficient there, so hopefully she'll be able to come up into this corner. Maybe getting a hand jam. There you go. But up in the corner, maybe find a resting spot. Recover a little bit of energy. We know it gets a little bit tricky kicking back out of this corner here as well. So you sort of traverse back out and up into the head wall. See if that can be cracked. The code can be cracked by Penny today. Taking their time getting the clip, which is excellent. Nice and efficient. No resting, continuing straight on there. There is a hold there. Looks like it's a bit hidden for Penny. She might need to work it out. She looks like she's missed it, but so there we go. A little tricky hold on the left there that she didn't really see because she couldn't get her. No, she couldn't find it with her hand. It has to be seen, but Penny just a little bit lower than Jacqueline. You can see that big hold would make a difference for her transitioning around the corner here. You can see she needs to be able to establish and then move around. A little bit of a tricky foot section. But there you go. All right, rolling out next, we've got Aiden Ray. Straight out for his comp. Now, he did very well in qualifier 1. A little bit harder in qualifier 2. So we'll see mixed results from Aiden across the 2 qualifiers, but certainly has got it in him to make something of this one today. Clock counting down. The judges are getting ready. Aiden thinking about it as well. Now, quick run through in his own mind. Then he'll be off. A little bit taller as well, so we'll see if being a bit taller helps him through these boxy sections here. No feet on the beginning. A little bit intimidating, but I'm sure he'll work it out. Looking quite comfortable in the start as well, so that's quite nice. Now, it is a little bit tricky, certainly for the climbers when they're transitioning from, let's say, the under 13s to under 15s, under 17s, under 19s, depending on the categories in the past, the youth categories as well. You go from top rope, which is where you don't have to clip as you go. These clips or points on the wall, are they hanging down? They're called quick draws. Now, they're the safety part of the climbing. You can't climb past a quick draw, any further than it being at knee height. So you've got to clip it before you climb past. That's part of the climbing competition protocol as well, some of the rules. You can't stand on them. They're not part of the climb. So a few things there. So you do have a few moving parts to deal with when you're lead climbing. Aiden looking very comfortable though. Moved through that box section very nicely, actually. Looking reasonably efficient in his movements. We know it kicks in up here as well, so a little bit awkward, but recovered quite nicely. We'll see if he can get a little bit of the energy back in a minute. Looking like he might have a little bit of pump going. You start to see his elbow bending, and well, he'll need to see if he can recover a little bit, but he's going for it. Now, this next move is the high point as well, so if he can get to the next, you could just start to see a little bit of that pump work into his arms as well. But listen, he got pretty close to the high point as well. Jack still holding the high point at this moment in time, but Aiden will be right behind him. We do come out in. Yep, there you go. Well done, Aiden. All right, Ali Z out in a moment for the under-17 female. So it looks like we've found the crux, the hard point of the under-17 male. We'll see. It looks like it's a little bit of a dynamic move or a very large move between those holds. Not much to grab onto, or nothing to grab onto between there and there. But LEZ now out as well, Queenslander. Also, quite clearly with the colours, I'm sure, but she posted a pretty good qualifier as well, with qualifier 1 and qualifier 2. Let's see if she can navigate her last climb of the competition today. Underway. Now the belayers that are there, then they're all trained very nicely by Sports Climbing Queensland. If you want to get involved, folks, in any of the volunteering, the belaying, helping out with the competition, Sports Climbing Queensland always looking out for volunteers and helpers as well. So if you're up for it, I'm sure they'd love you to reach out to them. You can check out the Sports Climbing Queensland website as well, and on there there's volunteers and applications as well. So if you're up for it, want to have a fun day in the climbing scene, then feel free to jump online and put your name down. Now Lizzie just finding here, now there's a big move out to the right that she hasn't seen yet. Oh no, just a foot slip early. A little bit unfortunate that, so she looks still quite fresh, but there was a foot slip there. But that's what happens with lead climbing. It's a one shot, one and done. You can watch her right foot here, just as she moves her weight. Yeah, and her left came off as well, so not the result I'm sure she was going for. All the same, great job in achieving the finals. All right, Spencer. Spencer is an Urban Climb West End competitor as well. Urban Climb West End, 14-year-old. There you go, well done, Spencer. And his first lead climbing today. Upper category, could have been in the under 15s, or maybe he did yesterday. Certainly doing well if he's competing upper level. Let's see what Spencer's got in the tank for the competition. He did pretty well in the qualifiers, posting some reasonably high points, 21 and 24. So let's see how he goes in this one. A little bit shorter at 14. You'd think he'd got a time to sprout, but often someone who's a bit shorter will compensate in a different way for taller climbers. Just got to work out these clips. You can see good climbing technique, but certainly when it comes to clipping, a little bit difficult. Might need a little bit of practice on that one just to make sure he gets efficient on this stuff. But he's doing well. Well done. First competition. Good on you, mate. Get in there. Now, clipping efficiently does help because, you know, as you climb up, you might have 15 to 20 clips to do. And if it takes a bit more effort than it should, it certainly can wear you down a little bit, but he's doing quite well. No, this section is quite burly. A little bit of a wrestle when it comes to this section. He's doing the guppy, even getting the old calf involved. Heels, toes, and calves, whatever it takes, and sometimes knees when it comes to climbing as well. Any part of your body that's got a bit of skin, adds a bit of friction, is in. Right, Spencer. Keeping himself sorted. Trying to get his clips in. A bit tricky, but doing well all the same. And we know this section's a bit of a beefy section up here. And these next few moves require a little bit of power. Let's hope he's got enough left in the tank to make this work. Wow. Oh. Looking good. Just got to watch a little bit of that rope under his leg as well. Just see if he can get that out. There he goes. Well done. Well done, Spencer. Great awareness of the rope as well. Just making sure he can get into a spot where he can clip efficiently. See him just making that effort there. Just a tricky moment on the climb for him. Makes it work. Well done. Now let's see if he's got something left in the tank to navigate this next section. No, it's a big move. If the team zoom out a little bit, we'll see this next section. Now that's a small hold. Oh. Well done, Spencer. First lead competition as well, making coming third in the high point so far. That hold is reasonably small. You can see only 3 fingers, or the pads of the fingers on that one. Spencer just booking second position at this moment in time, but Kayla out now as well. Kayla just quickly chatting to the judges, making sure she's got everything sorted before she jumps on the wall. Posting about a midfield qualifications rank as well, so did quite nicely. Let's see if Kayla's got some energy left in the tank. Now this is the 3rd lead climb today for these competitors, plus they've been sort of warming up and staying warm all day. You can see the high point there for Penny at this moment in time is the one to beat. Jacqueline did a 22 plus, which, like I was saying a bit earlier, folks, where you move towards the next hold, but you don't necessarily positively grab the thing and use it. So that's what the plus stands for. Kayla is navigating this very steep section here. Now let's see if she can make sure she keeps her feet on here. They're a little bit higher, a little bit more footwork, because it's very steep, and if you cut away, a little bit of momentum will pull you away from the wall, and it's difficult to stop that momentum pulling you off the wall. You can see her, once her foot sort of cut away there. Oh, very nice crossover. Good route reading as she's going along. Nice drop knee there with the right knee. Good straight arm, good technique. Working on through. Now we do know these next moves are quite big, and a little bit on the balancey side as well. But Kayla seeing, there we go, nice. Good on the toe, rock over, keep the hips in close to the wall, looking good, trying to be nice and efficient. Really trusting that left toe on that pocket. Very nice. All right, let's see if Kayla can make this section work as well. We do know once you get up into this corner, you can have a little rest if if Kayla spots it. Depends on how high she gets up. Looking good. Wow, nice and flexible there, but put her in a bit of a stretched out position. We'll see if. I don't think that's going to help her right now. She just needs to step up into the corner first. There you go. Come on, Kayla. Up in there. Nice, big, strong biceps. There we go. That's nice. Now, there you go. She's found the balance point. A little bit of a drop knee in. Now, if she needs it, she can get a bit of a rest. There you go. Well done. Yep. You can see her breathing, trying to catch a bit of breath, get a little bit of respite on the forearms. We do know this section's a little bit tricky, and there's a blind hold there, folks, before. So a few of the competitors miss it. We'll see if Kayla can spot that one. She does it on. Oh, there she goes. Feels it by braille, which is good. Now let's see if she can sort of drop down low and cross through with her right hand. That's what, a little bit committing here. Probably better shot from the other section. We'll see if she can make this work. There we go, there. Oh! Well done. And that was a fight. Great fight there from Kayla. Well done. Getting her up pretty close to the high points, I think. Might be a 22 plus or a 23, but we'll see. But again, you can just see a very tricky section, this section. Looks to me like what it might be is a right foot on that triangle down low, and then maybe a left heel around the corner. Or just use your power, drop down into it if you've got some left. So we'll see what happens. But our next competitor for the males are out. This is William Smythe. About to jump on the wall. Looks a little bit more taller than a few of the other competitors. So we'll see if that helps William here today. Now, you know, there is a conversation sometimes about, you know, does climbing suit a taller climber or disadvantage a shorter climber? The answer is no. You have a look at some of our world champions and also Olympic gold athletes, and they're not the tallest climbers. Now, it depends on all sorts of bits and pieces when it comes to what type of climb you're on, and maybe one or two climbs might suit, but not all climbs suit someone shorter or taller or whatever it might be. But for Will at the moment, a little bit of height here might be quite useful, certainly around this section, the box section, where it's quite reachy. Will looking good. It's nice and solid in that left heel there. He's got a left heel cam toe in on that box, that lower box there with that hold, and it's really helping him out, keeping him into the wall nice and solidly. Now cuts loose with it, but nice and controlled as well. So let's see how he goes around this section here. Again, this is a section where needing to change some direction. Looks like he's trying to get a little knee bar in there. It works for him. Well done. Good technique. Great technique. But maybe for a quick rest. Not looking for the thing around the corner. Oh, this is strong. Very powerful. Very powerful from William here. If he gets this clip in. Now we do know this is the section where you need to be able to power through to get to the next high point. Looks like it's a big move as well. William might have the height on this one, so let's see. Let's see if the team can get up a little bit higher so we can see where he's going. You can't see a hold at all there, can you? But he does the clip. Let's see. Zoom out on that one. Needs a little zoom out so we can see a bit of perspective. He's going for the dyno. Oh, that was a great... Oh, that was great commitment there from William. Yeah, and that will be a positive, I think. That might put him in the pole position at this moment in time, but there is still another 4 competitors to go after William. And they are the top finishing competitors. There we go. Yeah, William in a 17 plus position. So well done. Great job, William. Like there's a big commitment up high on that one, I can tell you. So that was would have been terrifying, but he focused and went for it and almost stuck it too. A little bit of extra energy at the end there. Probably would have saw him through, but didn't make it work completely, but posted a great score. Ali Wilkinson next. Now, Ali did a great qualifier in qualifier number 1. Qualified Isabella. Ali's next. They've got 2 coming in at 7 and 7. A little bit of a mix-up. But Isabella, good qualifier in actually qualifier 2 in reverse and qualifier 1. Still quite good. So certainly from those results has got the skills and the talent to make this count. Let's see if she can move through this early section fast and efficiently. We do know it pumps a few of the competitors out. And well, this is where, you know, if you get caught with this left hand in here, it's a long move to that big one. Oh, yeah, that's what I was a bit afraid of for Isabella. And unfortunately, just that move there where she would have had her right hand in, she could have got a bit higher, but that's lead climbing, folks. One little mistake and you're off and you're down. I'm sure she would have loved to do a bit better on that one, but either way, made it into the finals, and that's no mean feat, so that's for sure. Wow, look at that. That was a great, that's a great replay right there. Young Daniel Cowling. Daniel's a Toowoombian, CLIMB Toowoomba. He's been in the scene for a while. Daniel's a pretty experienced climber, nicknamed Danny C. Moved up to Toowoomba from the Gold Coast. His local gym was core bouldering. First year in the under-17s. Loves climbing lead more than boulder. So there you go. Won't climb outdoors, too many spiders. There you go, Dan. Well, let's see what you got today. His goal is to qualify for the Worlds, hopefully represent Australia in Brisbane 2032. I think that's a fantastic goal. Lots of young competitors keen on that. The Olympics has really brought a spotlight to the climbing scene, that's for sure. Let's see what Dan has got today. I do see him often training hard, supported by his amazing parents. Shout out to them. So let's see what Dan's got in the tank for his lead climbing. Likes the lead climbing, a little bit more strategic for him. Again, a little bit taller for his age as well. So let's see if that helps out with his work today. Looking pretty nice so far. Hasn't got that heel look in though, but working on a toe. Heel would keep you in, but it does lock you into the section. Dan looking fairly comfortable anyway, being able to chalk up on that hold. Not rushing, not needing to worry too much at this moment in time. So looking quite put together, quite in control. Now we do know it gets pretty quickly, pretty serious up here anyway, folks. So see what Dan can read here with this route. And he hasn't seen that hold around the corner though, but very flexible anyway. Gets a really high heel and makes that work. Makes it work. Whoa! That was a close, but he's certainly strong enough to hold that hold that he has on his right hand. We do know, folks, we'll get the team to zoom out a little bit and give us a little bit of headroom for where he's heading, because we do know that's a perfect shot right there. We do know he's got to get high feet and make a very committing move to this next hold. Now, I wonder if he's going to do the clip first or go for the move. We'll see. Oh! Got a little bit of a pump up there. A little bit face on to the wall. Pushed him out a little bit, but Dan made... now, that seems to be the showstopper up there for these competitors, the under-17 males. Dan, on count back at this moment in time, pops into first. 3 more competitors to go, though, which is Otto, Oliver, and Ethan. But our next competitor out is Ellie Wilkinson. Like I was saying before, Ellie posted a couple of good qualifiers, so she's certainly got the skills and the talent to make this work. Let's see if Ellie can unlock this transition around the corner, out of the corner and around the corner, out of the book corner and around the square corner. Anyway, it's a corner. We shall see if Ellie can unlock it. Just having a little look in her own mind just to see if she can go through the sequences to help her out. Balea ready. Now you can see, folks, the Balea has got some interesting looking glasses on, and if we get a shot at those at some point, those glasses are quite interesting. They're upside down glasses, so really what happens is you can look straight ahead, and the lenses are upside down, and so you can see the Balea now looking upwards at Ellie just for the moment. Once she gets a bit higher, the Balea doesn't have to look up, because the lenses actually reflect or redirect the view in an interesting, special way. Now, Ellie worked out that sequence quite nicely here. Again, a taller climber as well, using that heel very smartly, staying in, or cutting loose. We know this has been, there's those glasses. Now, Balea is still quite low now. Now she's doing the looking forward after the third clip, which saves the neck. But Ellie moving through this section quite nicely, looking very composed actually. Goes for the higher part of that hole. That was curious. Maybe she worked it out being a little bit better, but moving through this section really strongly. And looks like she's got a fair bit of energy left. Looking quite calm. Let's see if she works out this rest section here. Yeah, nice. Looking very composed. All right. We know there's a blind hold. See if Ellie finds it. Finds it straight away. Well done. Now let's see if she gets the heel around. There we go. Heel or toe. Drop into that. Oh no, not that convinced yet. This is the transition piece where she might have to drop down and drop in. There we go. Very nice. All right, well, we've got our next high point, folks. Ellie, come on. Oh! Well, there you go, Ellie. Posting the high point to beat. Well done, Ellie. Ellie's a crank climber, so she's a local as well in this gym. Powered by Nutella sandwiches. Love a bit of Nutella. It's my fave too. Would climb every day if she could. She's not afraid to get into the dynos and take big whips just like she did. So well done, Ellie. All right, Ethan Chan out next. Ethan is an urban climb lad. Ethan's been climbing with Urban Climb since 2024. His favourite food is lasagna. Yeah, lasagna is pretty good. Powers plenty of energy there. If he's not climbing, he's on Minecraft or Roadblocks. Yep, just like my son. Likes listening to jazz music. Well, there you go. He's looking forward to this competition so he can continue his friendly, and sometimes not so friendly, rival with his twin brother, Otto. Well, there you go. The climbing twins facing off today. So we've got Ethan now and Otto out a little bit later. So Ethan, let's see what you got. All right, like the brotherly competition. The two top finishers in Queensland today. We've got Oliver Prestland from New South Wales later on. But Ethan and Otto are the Queensland two. All right, Ethan makes the first clip. Gets into this part of the climb. Looking a little bit rusty here, but I'm sure he'll warm up in a minute, get himself going. He's wanting to move fast and efficiently, which makes sense. nice. And it can do some little dynamic manoeuvres. See, trying to work out his feet. It is a bit of a strange section, this section here, where you're sort of wrestling around these boxes. Oh, not as straightforward as he thinking it was going to be. I'm sure he'll be a bit bummed about that. Well, let's see. Ethan and Otto head to head. Anyway, next out in the under-17 females, Nikki Holmes from Queensland. Let's go, Nikki. Now, Nikki is core bouldering. Local gym. Shout out to core. Nikki decided to enter last minute. Nikki was focusing on a bouldering this year, was not going to compete in the lead. But the family gave her some support and encouragement. So that's worked out. She's made the final, so well done. Nikki, been climbing 4 years, loves bouldering. Decided to give Lee a go today. Well, there you go. And in first Queensland spot, Nikki, there you go. Arabella Jones from ACT is in the competition lead spot at this moment in time. Last one out. But Nikki is the Queenslander. Let's see if Nikki can make it work. Now, we know where the tricky section is up high. It's all to play for. The judge is just letting Nikki know a few of the rules, making sure she's got the gist of it. You can ask the judges anything before you leave as well. And you can yell out to them from the climb if you're unsure about where to go, or sometimes they tape off a certain section on the wall or which way to go, or if something's in or out. Usually it's fairly clear. All right, can I go? Ask the judge. The judge will say, yep, let's go for it. At the moment, her last foot leaves the wall, will be when the clock starts ticking. So I think she's got a certain amount of time to get going, but basically that's the way it is. All right, Nikki about to get underway. Big holds early on, so that's a little bit of comfort for the climbers. Certainly, you know, in the first 1 or 2 clips is kind of nice to be in a reasonably comfortable position for the first couple. Let's see. Keep making the way through. We do know there's an early section that's a little tricky that you don't want to mess up. Looks like she might be onto it straight away here. Right hand first, then left over the top to the pocket. Now she's a little bit shorter, could be a bit of a stretch. So we know that cutting loose here can cause a little bit of, be careful on that orange one, but taking it in her stride, Nikki, with that one. A little bit of a tricky clip by the look of it. Gets the foot on, gets in a better position. Very nice indeed. Cross through is the better option. Some nice big pockets there on that blue triangle. A little bit of a shake. We do know if you hang around too long in this section here, you can get quite pumped in this competition. So let's see if Nikki doesn't muck around. Got a bit of power. If she's a boulderer, then probably got the power to do hard moves, but got to be careful on overpowering and not saving enough for the endurance of a climbing route. But Nikki seems to have worked that out, qualifying in first today for the Queenslanders. But looking very smooth here so far, which is fantastic. Well done. Now we do know this is a little tricky section here. Long reach up to that blind hold, a bit of a different hold. Not quite sure this is the way to go, but Nikki makes a correction. Gets her foot in the right position. Oh, very nice, very nice. Now we do know this is a section where you got to drop down and really power into that shoulder. Nice. One more, if she can get this next hold. Oh, wow, there we go. All right. Nikki into first place. A little bit of a pump now. The crowd are getting behind her. Yes, good. Oh, fantastic. This clip's a bit of a tricky one. Just the rope's caught on a foot. You can make that foot move a little bit, get that rope from out under it. Oh, wow. There we go. Come on, Nikki. Very nice. It looks like she might be pumping out here. Oh, there we go. Oh, there you go. Well done, Nikki. Great job. And that, I think that'll fly her into first position pretty quickly. There is some appeals and those sorts of things, folks, so that does sometimes happen. If there's something that might have been spotted by somebody, but at this moment in time, Nikki up there at a 27, quite a convincing lead at this moment in time. So unless there is an appeal or something of that nature, then looks like Nikki, Ali and Penny take out the Queensland Championships at this moment in time. But we do have Arabella Jones from the ACT to do the final climb. But before we get there, folks, this is Oliver Preston from New South Wales. Now, he cannot win the Queensland state title, as you'd imagine, but he can win the competition. So let's see how Oliver goes today. He did quite well in the qualifiers, got himself into rank 2. Did great in the qualifier, the first qualifier, but a little bit lower in the second qualifier, but a little bit taller as well. So some of these moves I think might be a little bit more suited at certain sections for someone who might have a little bit more reach, but we do know that this section here is quite tricky. We just saw Ethan slip off on this one just a moment ago, so it's not as straightforward as you want it to be, even though the blue box is quite large and plenty of friction on there. But Oliver navigates it quite nicely into this section. One move, one sort of continuous move up to these next 3 boomerang looking holds up a bit higher. Seen a few people do it a few different ways. Let's see if he gets his left foot out. Looks like he might be going to use the left here. Seen it done without the left, but the left seems to get him a little bit higher. Oh, come on. Oh. The left foot just slipped off a little, and then that pulled him away from the wall, just couldn't recover. A bit of momentum. Well done, Oliver. A little bit lower than the other high points. Right, well, let's see. Arabella Jones from the ACT. Visiting. Well, might be visiting on holidays or might have come down from the competition. Either way, Arabella, welcome to Queensland. Great to have you here. It's always great to have interstate travellers and competitors. Keeps the competitions competitive, that's for sure. It's great to see the level of the interstate competitors. It's a nice way to have maybe a holiday and a competition at the same time. She's got to get that clip in before she goes anywhere. Just making sure she's comfortable. Yeah. Oh, yeah. A little bit taller, so that move wasn't a problem. But a couple of the shorter climbers really struggled with it. So there you go. Arabella looking pretty solid, actually. Shout out to the ACT. Now, Arabella has a fair bit of travel between Canberra and Sydney. Elevate Climbing Gym is her local gym for lead climbing. So she loves lead climbing, and Canberra doesn't have a lead gym. So there you go. Does a fair bit of travel between Sydney and Canberra. is an ex-Queenslander, so that's what she's doing here, I suppose. Maybe visiting, whatever it is, but whatever way. Arabella looking really strong here, though, moving through that section quite nicely. Started climbing in Brisbane before moving to the ACT, so they love coming back to see everyone. Now looking great in this section here. We do know one more move for the height. Looking great. A little bit of a friction on the shoe there with the rope. See if she can pop a foot out of the way, so get the rope out. This move here will probably unlock it. Looking quite comfortable at this moment in time, which is, wow, what a strong move. Great, it'd be awesome to see a top. I'm sure this top section here really kicks in as well, so a little bit of a pump going on. See if she can get this last clip and then go for it. Well, come on, Arabella, we'd love to see someone top the climb, that's for sure. Oh. Big pinch. One more move after this. Big hold at the top. Here we go. Come on. Yeah. Now she has to clip it to officially call it a top. Well done, Arabella. Yes, Arabella. Arabella. Apologies if I got the enunciation wrong there, Arabella. Well done. The crowd loved that one. Everyone loves the top, that's for sure. Good job. Well, that's how it rolls, folks. Usually when the second and the third and the first climbers come out, we do see usually some tops. But here is Otto, who might see if he can do a little better than his brother Ethan with the friendly competition. Otto, urban climber. There you go. His favourite food is curry. His fitness routine includes a cold jump into the pool water. There you go. Good on you, Otto. He follows Serato. Yeah, Serato's an absolute beast when it comes to bouldering and climbing. One of the best in the world on YouTube. He's looking forward to this competition to test his skills with his friends and his twin brother. Otto, let's see what you've got. Underway. Into the wrestle section with these boxy moves. Making sure he gets the clip early so he doesn't have to worry about the clip as he's rolling through. Smart move, I think. There we go. Get the right hand in the right spot. Wax the heel in. If you get that heel in nicely, it does help. Oh! The same section for his bro as well. So there we go. Daniel, at this moment in time, looks like he's taken out the state championship. So well done, Daniel. Daniel, William and Jack. All 1, 2, 3 for Queensland. Over in the lead finals for the males. There you go, 17 plus. It was really quite close, folks. Daniel got it on a count back when it came to, he got to the high point in 2 minutes and 8 seconds compared to William, 2 minutes and 20, and then Jack, 2 minutes and 43. There you go. Matter of seconds for the championship here in crank climbing for the under-17s. The females, now Arabella takes out the competition, but Nikki, Ellie and Penny are the 1, 2, 3 for Queensland. So there you go. Fantastic top from Arabella. She looked absolutely in form on that lead climb. So well done to her and Nikki, Ellie and Penny. There you go. All right, folks. Well, we'll be back with you in a moment. The under-19s will be up at it in a second. So don't go away. I'll leave you with the crew for a few replays and some messages from our sponsors. Don't go away.
Have you visited our website, heightdynamics.com.au? You'll find hundreds of height safety products from some of the world's leading height safety brands. All available for you to browse and order 24/7 at heightdynamics.com.au. Have you visited our website, heightdynamics.com.au? You'll find hundreds of height safety products from some of the world's leading height safety brands. All available for you to browse and order 24/7 at heightdynamics.com.au.
Folks, welcome back, or hopefully you haven't gone anywhere. Anyway, we now have our under 19 competitors, folks, out and about. See them in the lineup here right now. And the top 8, as before, came through to the finals, and we're doing the viewing now. All of the competitors get a chance, a couple of minutes, 2 minutes each. I think it's actually more than 2 minutes, actually. It's 2 minutes for each boulder. I think it's 6 minutes for the lead climb. You can touch the beginning holds, but you cannot touch any climbs or holds any further on in the climb. So competitors trying to see if they can work out the climb, the route from the bottom. Now it looks like they'll be climbing a different one for the males here, up on the red climb. We'll see if that brings us a little bit of variety and interest for the different types of moves. Oh no, it's not the red. They're going to climb in the blue as well. All right, okay. But it might have been the red. Let's bring up our competitors for down to 19s. Lead finals female. I think that might be the other way around, lads. But that's certainly the males there. We've got Hayden, Jasper, Hamish, Jonah, Sam, Tyrone, Isaac and Flynn. Seems to me, there we go. Well done. In the reverse order again, folks. Hayden coming out last in the climbing order. Now we've got the females out as well. So Oriel, Mia, Nina, Indigo, Poppy, Chloe, Indy and Jenna. They'll be in reverse order. You can see the two down at the bottom there were 7 and 7. So they came out equal. Our competitors for this section here. So they do get 6 minutes to take a look at the climb, share and talk with each other about what's going on. Jasper, quite a strong boulder as well there, Jasper in the purple. Climb Jasper down at the core bouldering gym every now and then. Great, it's a great community, great competition scene when it comes to climbing. Everyone's sharing the moves and the ideas and thoughts. At the end of the day, you climb against yourself and the wall, see who can do the best. Sharing the beta, sharing the insight. It's always great to see the competitors helping each other out. folks. We're about to get into it. Big shout out to Crank Indoor Climbing for hosting us here for the 2025 Queensland Lead Titles, folks. The youth lead titles in progress right now is the under 19 championships. We just finished the under 17 championships for the Queensland winner. Yesterday we had the under 15s, folks, but right now, after the qualifiers this morning, we're about to have the under 19s throw down their last climb of the competition and see who will take it away. They've had their 6 minutes out just a moment ago for the observation, and we shall see if we can see some tops, get a few tops on this one. It'd be great to see a top or two, but that is yet to be seen the next hour or so. We'll see if we can get ourselves a champion or two when it comes to the 2025 Queensland Lead Titles. For those who are joining and might be new, you might be just tuning in here, a big hello to all of you on the live stream. Thank you for joining. Thank you for coming along. Jason Whitten is my name. And usually I'm joined by compadre Ian Kilmartin, but he's off this weekend. Got a few things on. Couldn't make it away for the commentary, unfortunately. So I am flying hand solo. So I'll do my best to make sure the commentary stays on track. But listen, I was going to take a look and tell you, if you're new here and you're joining only for the under 19s, how the scoring works in a lead climbing competition. So we might go back to the wall and you climb from the bottom to the top. That would make sense, right, folks? You would not need me to help you work that one out, that's for sure. But other than a nice fluffy dog, you get some points as you go along. So usually about 30 to 40 climbing holds on the wall from the bottom to the top, and each time you progress on the wall, on the climb, you get a point. Now each point is cumulative. You collect them along the way, and if you reach for the next hold in a positive way, you'll get a plus. If you don't get hold of the thing and use it, if you leap for it, you don't get to hold it, or you make a positive movement towards it, well, that's a plus in the score. Pretty straightforward, and a top is a top all the way to the top of the wall, holding the last hold. You've got to clip the last clip as you go to make the top count for it to be called the top. In bouldering, you need to put 2 hands on the top. That's not the case in climbing. You just have to put top anchors. Out very soon, our finalists in the male section: Hayden, Jasper, Hamish, Jonah, Sam, Tyrone, Isaac, Flynn, Noah. The females: Oriel, Mia, Nina, Indigo, Poppy, Chloe, Indy, Jenna, and McKaylee. They'll be going in reverse order, by the way, folks. So from 9 to 1, there you see on the screen. And usually that is the accumulation of the 2 qualifiers. Qualifier 1, qualifier 2, the collection of the points gives you the starting position for the finals. I'll be out momentarily. Don't go away. I'll quickly have a little listen to a couple of messages from our sponsors. Big thank you to them, by the way. We'll be back in just a moment.
Have you visited our website, heightdynamics.com.au? You'll find hundreds of height safety products from some of the world's leading height safety brands. All available for you to browse and order 24/7 at heightdynamics.com.au.
Folks, we're now underway with our first competitor out, Flynn Bertram, ready to go in the under 19s lead titles, Queensland. Flynn, Queenslander, all Queensland lineup in the under 19 males. Finn did quite well in the qualifiers, well enough to get into the finals, which is, I'm sure, the aim. Let's see what he's got in his final climb of the day. See if he can pull out a good showing here on this climb today. All right, Flynn. Let's go. Now, we have seen this one done before. Now, the route setter's popped up on the wall and I believe adjusted a few of the holds on the climb as well. So we may see a few slight adjustments in this one. Now, Flynn. Moving in this section. We know this section is a bit of a wrestle, a bit of a strong, pumpy section. Got to get your body positions right on this one. I think there's a hold missing there, yeah. So there was a hold there for the other ones. Now, this will change it a little bit. Maybe a bit of a higher foot or a sloper as he goes. Bit of a long piece. Oh! And that's... he's looking back up at the wall going, wish I could have done that move a little differently. Feet off, and those holds weren't very positive with the feet off. So body away and pulled away from the wall. You can see it just as he pulls out, his hands come away from the wall. Not enough friction on that one, which is a bit of a bummer for Flynn, but that's how the cookie crumbles when it comes to the lead climbing competitions. But Jenna straight out as well, so everyone's getting ready behind the scenes there. Jenna Duncan from Queensland did quite well in the qualifiers to get into the finals, of course, and in the under-19 female section here, we've got Chloe Addison from South Australia in the middle of the field. So we have a visitor climber. Well, welcome along, Chloe. But right now we've got Jenna Duncan. Let's see if Jenna can make something of this last climb of her finals today. Just maybe there a little bit of visualization or whatever it might be for her, and then turn and get into it. Now, again, we're on the same climbs as before. Looks like they have been adjusted here and there, so we'll see what changes have been made in the green climb here. Jenna, nice quick clip as she goes along as well. Big hold still in the start of this one. We do know it's got where you need good feet, and you need this sequence here in the bottom of this green beginning of the climb. This is where it can get a bit tricky if you're not tall enough to reach this next rather large hold. Jenna seems to be quite easily. It does get a bit tricky, but not needing any of those other holds out to the left there. Rolling on through very quickly. This is where this section gets quite pumpy, quite physical. Up into this corner move section. We'll see if Jenna can navigate this quite nicely. We do know there's a little bit of a rest up a little bit higher. Jenna moving in quite well. Love the chalk bag. It certainly is a little bit of a individual touch for a lot of the climbers these days, with different types of chalk bags as well. A little bit of fun as well. So sporting a good upside down teddy bear or something anyway. But Jenna nicely into this corner and into this section. Looking pretty good, taking her time, shaking out as she goes, making sure there's a rest wherever she can. Knows that she needs to have a little bit left in the tank to make it all the way to the top, that's for sure. Let's see if she can make this work. Nice drop into that corner piece here. I do know if there's a little bit of a better hold up there. She finds it, which is excellent. This transition, you've got to drop down and really engage the arm and shoulders to really drop into this pocket. Does well. Nice work, Jenna. Bit of momentum to get around the corner, but oh no, a bit of a foot slip. She was looking quite good there. Well done, Jenna. Sets the pace for the female competitors. Long way to go though. And quite a lot of strong climbers to come. Next out in the under-19 males will be Isaac. Check there. Isaac Luli. Sporting the Sportivas, ready to go. Did quite well in the qualifiers as well, getting into the finals, posting a 20 and a 24 for the qualifications. Queenslander. Isaac underway. A little bit of a fumble uncertainty there with the clip in the early days, but nothing that he can't overcome. Get a little bit of these nerves out of the way. Move up into this section now. It's not yeah, nice. That's a good move right there. Keeps his body nice and close into the wall with the heel hook. Moving around these big pearly moves here. Nice. A little bit of a stretch. Trying to keep that heel on. Doesn't want to fly away from the wall here. Moved into this quite nicely. A little bit of a wrestle. Might be a little bit inefficient there, but he might recover bit higher. Oh, that clip not helping. Isaac find this position not too bad. Now, there's been some changes in this transition move here. Nothing on top of the next move. Getting a little bit of a knee bar in, looking for something to rest, but looks like he's pumping out here a bit. Yeah, good. Isaac trying to make it work, but whoa. Looks like there's some seriously pumpy sections down early. A couple of the holds taken off the blue, and those sloping square boxes not really providing much friction. Certainly when it kicks back there on that wall, you can see the angle. It's certainly not straight down. You've got to keep your feet with you. Right, Indy Winter right now, out and ready to go. Indy might need to fix up her heel there on her jeans before she gets going, but hopefully that doesn't get in the way. Hasn't spotted it though. Straight into it, not a worry. Let's hope she doesn't need that left heel. She'll see how she navigates, but looking, early days though, but looking very nice and smooth in these actions and movements. Yeah, just checking that sequence there. Well picked up, very nicely. Very nicely done. Very nice, efficient clips. Good smooth movements between holds. Not spending too much time, but not rushing at the same time. So very efficient so far for Indy, looking very good. Up to this corner quickly. She didn't muck around. Looks like she's moved into this section very nicely. Might get another angle here so we can see what's going on. Climb very fast to this section here and looking very in control. Not showing any signs of fatigue at this moment in time. This is the first section where she's seemed a little unsure, but not totally. That left foot, oh, big cut loose. But powering up, moving very quickly into this section. Might need to just go one more move higher just to get that that clip in play. That's a bit of a tough clip in that section there, but she makes it work. Well done. All right, bit of a pump going on. Now you can see she's starting to slow down a little bit, elbows up and off. Oh, well done. Now that's a good demonstration of someone who knows their fitness and capacity and has climbed quite quickly and quite well to maximize it. So well done, Indy. That was great. Really efficient, fast climbing, and got the most out of it, I think. There you go. Isaac playing to the crowd. No, that's not Isaac, that's Tyrone. Tyrone Peatley. Ready to go. Also sporting the Sportivas. Just running through the climbing moves in his own mind again, just to make sure if there's any little tips there, you can get it into the nervous system, get it into the automatic moving system of his body. We'll see if it pays off Tyrone. The next 6 minutes. Now the rest of his competition, as soon as he leaves the ground, it's underway. Here he goes. Moving quickly through this bottom section, nice and efficiently. We do know that this next little bit here requires quite a lot of power. And the quicker you move through it, by the look of it, the better off I think you are. Going for that high heel. A little bit awkward to get it in there though. Really struggling with that movement. Makes it work. Engaging the shoulders and biceps, really making the most of his strength here. Quite a tough clip to make this one, especially off of that hold there. Yeah, good work, good work. High heel or something like that, solid. Locks him in. Let's see if find a little comfort section right here. Just let the weight of his leg off the bottom so it doesn't push him off the hold, which is nice. Oh! I've seen a few fall at that section. Tyrone not really unlocking that sequence. And the moment your feet come off, you're flying away from the wall. So difficult section to sort of be in. See if some of our next competitors can unlock it. Chloe Addison from South Australia, visiting South Australian. Good to have you in the state, Chloe. Thanks for coming. Hopefully you're enjoying the competition. No mucking around, ready to go. Sporting the Cliff Bar chalk bag there, one of our sponsors. Big shout out to Cliff Bar. Thank you for sponsoring. Always appreciated for the sponsors getting behind the competitions, that's for sure. Chloe underway. Pretty well exactly the same score on each of her qualifiers, 23 and 23 for Chloe. So let's see if she can post a little bit better on this one. As a number point of view, I'm sure she'd like to make a top. That's what all the competitors would like to do. Let's see if she can pick the sequence on this one as well. Going the higher sequence, or the I would call maybe the tall sequence. See if she can make it to the undercling pretty quickly. Does it with comfort and style. Moving across helps get in the right position for the feet. We do know we've seen a few people slip off at this section if the feet fly out without any warning, that's for sure. And Chloe looking pretty good at this moment in time. In control, nice footwork, nice straight arm. A little chalk, a little shake, but mostly efficient climbing. Drops into the toe in the pocket there. We haven't seen that one before. Looks like that might be mum or someone from the family or friends supporting there for Chloe. Just in this little section here. Might get the team to flick over to the other section so we can see Chloe and what she's up to. Into the corner. Using the biceps and the shoulders to have that little rest. Maybe this section here she might find a little bit more respite, which she does. Still loaded on that hand though. Choosing not to rest up, but keep moving. And sometimes you've got to weigh up whether it's time to keep moving because you're getting a pump. You can't really recover. Now this move here, you got to drop down strong, sit in and then pop back up all the way. Yep, a nice toe might help. Whoa. Doesn't seem to be that straightforward. I thought I'd saw maybe a heel around that corner, but haven't seen anyone really use the heel there. So it might not be that useful, but as we go. A little bit of a tip from the head below there. But Chloe posting a respectable score, 23. So Chloe 23s all round for her climbing competition. So there you go. 23 is the number today for Chloe. Sam Bycroft, though, is out right now to see what he can do for his final climb of his competition. Few competitors still to go. Only early days in the comp. Sam doing the rehearsal in his own mind from the ground. As soon as he leaves the ground, the clock will start ticking. Let's go, Sam. All right, he's underway. We've seen a few ways done with this start. It's quite burly, quite strong, this start. There's no gimme at all. There's no warm-up. It's straight into it. Biceps and strength required to navigate this section, and it just keeps getting harder and harder when you get through this box section as well. Sam got the heel hook in, staying around on the right-hand side of these boxes. Hopefully that works out for his manoeuvring of this section. Oh, no! Couldn't make that work. We've found that. We've seen this section here be very tricky for the climbers. And a few low-down falls in the under-19 males. And often, for many of the competitors, a bit of a surprise because they're on the hold and then they're off quite quickly. Small amount of weight shifting with their feet. Or their hands slip a little bit, and there's not much, there's no edges to come back from. So really foot control to stay in a lot closer to the wall. And a railing underneath those boxes would probably be very useful. But right now we've got Poppy, Sam Ways, and Poppy's another 23-23 for the qualifiers as well. So let's see if Poppy can make the progress she wants on this climb today, the last one of her competition for this year. Poppy just struggling to get this first clip. Now she's got it though. Sometimes got to get a little bit of a nerves out of the system. But Poppy's underway now. A quick high clip, that's a good spot to clip from. Much more efficient. Reading that sequence quite nicely as well. Good use of the toe hook. Keeping herself in on the wall, which is nice. Not rushing this section, but it is a steep section you don't want to spend too much time on. But Poppy, nice and efficient. Keeping the arms straight, moving well. Making sure the feet are nice and solid when she moves. Very nice, very efficient movement. Good footwork. Just got to make sure she doesn't pump out in this section. The feet are just a little bit low. She's choosing to make the clip from a bit lower, and that's okay. Hopefully she gets the clip in. Now this section here, she's a little bit strung out on, but a high foot will get her in a better position in a second. Here we go. Nice stand up, straight arm. Now she's found the spot, which is good. Well done, Poppy. Got a nice rhythm going on now. Climbing and clipping, climbing and clipping. Poppy, let's see if she can get a foot over and find a little bit of a rest here, or whether she stops for a rest. Yeah, she does. Nice. Gets the drop knee in. Doesn't rest around for too long, though. Maybe she knows she's just got to go for it. Sometimes you can feel the energy going, and you want to make sure you don't waste it trying to rest and catch up. She's just trying the heel there, which I thought would work, but this is a really tricky move, down and around the corner. Oh, nice. Nice with the high toe. Let's see if she can make this part work as well. The clip's quite awkward here. So let's see if a lot of people step inside the rope there. It would be smart to step with the rope under the knee, but still works. Poppy makes the clip. Now, at this moment in time, Poppy looks like she might have reached the high point here at this moment. So, well done, Poppy. Staying right underneath her feet, which is good news. Oh. Reaching the high point. Well done, Poppy. And then she broke through the 23, which was good. Puts her closer to the top, I think. All right, this looks like Jonah. Let's see if Jonah can progress through that tricky section. Jonah has a home gym called Bold Move. Climbing certainly a natural to him, according to his mum and dad. Trains 3 times a week. It's not the podium that he chases, but the joy of being in the community and hanging out with his friends. That's well said, Jonah. He's not a bad climber and enjoys the competition scene. So there you go. Let's see what Jonah's got left in the tank for today. Let's see if he can navigate this section here. We haven't seen anyone get past these 3 or 4 volumes. Now, I didn't fail to mention before that these boxes and shapes, triangles and boxes and rectangles often, folks, on the wall are called volumes, and volumes usually are used to help change the shape and angle of a flat wall. And today the route setters have used them as handholds as well. Wow, very nice move through. Strong looking. Oh, again. That section right there. He's got the helicopter going on. Well done, Jonah. The player had to duck on that one. He was looking good though, looking quite strong in that section. Again. Bit of a showstopper. That transition piece around that corner with those volume. We'll see. All right. Next out is Indigo. Indigo's a bit of a regular competitor, like a few of the following ones. Bit of a local when it comes to her climbing gym, which is Crank and Urban. According to the questionnaire, we'll try any other move to avoid a heel hook. Well, I think so far there's not that many heel hooks on this climb. So Indigo, I think he'll be okay. Looking very nice and smooth in the start as well. Great clipping, really efficient. Nice, slow, but well-paced movements so far. Very efficient in keeping her arms straight, using momentum and propulsion with feet and her shoulders at the same time. Very efficient climbing. Dropping down into a bit more weight on her feet here. Choosing to clip from a little bit lower. Not too bad though. Seems comfortable. Being able to chalk up, which is perfectly fine. We do know if you can get into this corner, you can maybe grab yourself a little rest. Indigo looking quite comfortable at this moment in time. Just adjusting a foot. Might be something there not as positive as she wants it to be. Quickly up into this corner though. Finding that bridge span move. See if she drops the knee down, twists the hips and finds a little bit of rest. Big breath out there, but Indigo doesn't stop, doesn't slow down. Nice, looking strong though, that was strong. Let's see if she needs anything else in this section. Or can get anything out of this section. Does the clip from quite low, which hopefully that hasn't cost her too much. Now that might be quite smart from this point on, because this area here is difficult to clip. Now, looking good. Now I think this might be the high point so far. Still looking like she's got a little bit of energy left in the tank. Quite nicely moving into this pocket section. Now, we have seen one top before. I don't think there's been much change from this point onwards, but we shall see if there's a couple of little bit of surprises up a bit higher. Now, we do know this needs to be up. She needs to be a bit higher in these holds. Oh! Indigo, well done. Going into first position there, Indigo. Nice climbing, very efficient. And set a new high point for the female competitors. All right, Hamish right now, out and about. Trying to stay warm out the back is always something that is quite difficult for the competitors. You're out the back warming up. A little bit of replenishment before he goes. Hamish's local gym is Crank. Hamish is powered by bag bars, lip balm, and Magnus's chalk. His lead comp mantra is 3 climbs, expecting to always give his best, especially if there's a dyno high on the wall. Well, this one could be made perfectly for Hamish then. We do know there's a bit of a dyno higher up on the wall on this one. If you can get to that section, he's got to get through this box wrestle section. I'm calling it box wrestle. The lower crux. If you can get through that section, then there's a bit of a dyno a bit higher up. So Hamish, let's see what you got. Did quite nicely, very consistent in the qualifiers. 29 and 26. Puts him in position number 3 for the finals. So well within shooting distance of the podiums then. All still open, all to play for. Let's see if Hamish can do what he came here to do, which is get on the podiums and maybe even take a win. A little bit of a tricky section, this one. A little bit hard, like a little bit stretched out. The heel helps if you get it in nice and strong. Depends on how you're going. Hamish not rushing it though. But it is a steep section. You don't want to hang around too long on this. And oh, come on, Hamish. Oh, that's strong. That is strong. But a foot on will help a lot here, keeping into the wall. Yeah, hopefully he hasn't burned too much energy on that one, but he's able to hang on one arm and chalk, so that will progress him along. But we do know that this next move, folks, this next section, is certainly one that has been a bit of a showstopper for a few of the competitors so far. Makes the clip first, smart move, better hold from there. Now, let's see if Hamish can unlock this sequence. Maybe if it's even a right hand first, who knows? That is quite strong. Oh, come on. Oh. Well, I think that he might have actually moved into the next high point on that one. He did go for the next hold. He hit the volume a bit higher, so that might put him in a favourable position. We shall see. Judges have been pretty good, actually, doing that. Yeah, it did. It did. A little bit higher. All right, our last three climbers out now. Nina, Mia, and Oriel. And these three, it could be, anyone could take it at this moment in time. They're all excellent climbers. Certainly Nina did well in the qualifiers, 26 and 25. So let's see Nina, if she's got something special left in the tank for the last climb of the day. All right, Nina underway. Swing around quite comfortably. Not worried about swinging around, and you can see often there's different styles and dynamic climbing speeds. Nina's quite a dynamic climber and climbs a little bit faster in her style. Happy to cut loose and try and stay efficient that way. Some nice shakeouts quickly as well. So moving through this section quickly, which is probably a very smart thing to do when it comes to getting out of the steep section as fast as possible. The strategy seems to have worked quite nicely for us so far. So up into a less steep section, a bit more of a rest, and she'll probably recover a little bit of energy here in this section up high if she gets the bridge in place quite nicely. We do know it gets quite powerful and pumpy around the corner here. And she's not slowing down, so it doesn't look like at this moment she's interested in a rest or needs one. But watch those feet. Going for this clip as well in this section, so interesting. Oh, may have got herself mixed up a little bit here on this. Oh no, well there you go, strong. Nina up high. Now, let's see if she's got any energy left for these next few moves. It's only 3 or 4 moves from here, and that'll be a high point. Looking good though. Been climbing fast, and again, one of those opportunities as a climber to know what she's got left in the tank and appropriately climb at the right speed to make sure she's got some efficiency. Oh wow. Good. Strong. And continues to go. Nina. Oh, wow. I was just going to say, looks like the... Well done, Nina. Yeah, bit of a pumpy section, bit of a pumpy finish at the top there. Looks like as you move across, there might be a few holds removed from the top, but Nina doing quite well. That one there, you could just see her elbow kicking up. And starting to throw out. But there you go. Anyway, Jasper. Now, Jasper's a bit of a beast when it comes to bouldering, and not too shabby when it comes to lead climbing as well. So let's go, Jasper. Did quite well in the recent club comp, I believe. Did a few sessions with young Jasper. let's see what today's lead climb holds. The last one of his competition, as it has been for all of the finalists. Jasper is underway. Once you're off the ground, folks, that's it. You can't come back down. Irrelevant whether it's a slip or not. Once you leave the ground, it's all on. Unlike bouldering, where you have a few 4 to 5 minutes, depending on which format you're climbing, to have as many attempts or turns as you can to get to the top. Lead climbing, 1 attempt, and that's it. You get 6 minutes to start at the bottom, get to the top in a quick and efficient manner. Jasper into this wrestle burly section here. Now, good boulderer, so I would think that Jasper might have some power to navigate this section fairly well. Looks like he pulled into that section pretty nicely, actually. So, yeah, not over. I thought that might be the go, but it looked quite powerful there. It's just... No, not finding the comfortable position. Now, he hasn't really seen to get this clip yet, either. Oh, now he still has to clip yet, folks. So we'll see if Jasper can make that work. Oh, wow, there's some power in that there. Like, oh, there we go. Come on, Jasper. Now we'll see if he can get his foot up into this square block. Ah, well, there we go. Oh, that is so powerful. And he's got the rope under his foot. It'd be just nice to get that out. There we go. Come on, Jasper. Oh, there's power. He's fighting hard on this one. And we do know there's a bit of a dyno here, folks. So has he got enough in the tank to see if he can make it work here? Oh, you can see him pumping out there. Oh, well, he did well. That box section was super pumpy. Jasper moving into the high point at this point in time. Only one competitor after Jasper to go. So Jasper will have to nervously sit and wait for Hayden Marshall, the next competitor. But before that, we've got Nina. Nina, no stranger to the competition scene either, has done quite well in the qualifiers. So let's see if Nina can make something work here today. For the last climb in the competition for her, she ranked in position number 2 for the qualifications. Now, she's got an opportunity to climb into the lead. Let's see if she can make that happen. Oh, quick, a bit of a dynamic move off the start. Get the nerves out of the way. Long, big moves here, but Nina moving quite comfortably, so see if she can make sure she doesn't get too pumped too early. Sometimes you just got to make a few moves to get the nervous system into the competition. But Nina here moving pretty quickly into this section up here, which we all know you can get a bit of a rest if you need. Nina doesn't know that yet, though. She may find it, I'm quite sure, as she moves up into this section here. Hips in close to the wall, finding nice balanced positions. Climbing, she hasn't unlocked her efficiency yet, I don't think. Still a little bit clunky in the movements, but she's got some power to burn. Didn't find the bridge move or the stem move rest, so maybe she'll find it now, but didn't really stop. Well, hopefully she's got enough energy Enough in the tank to keep her going. Oh! She, maybe just a slight miscalculation there, moving fast just to get out of the pumpy section, but I don't know if that'll be enough to get into a podium position. See, we'll wait for the judges. She didn't rest in that section there, which might have cost her just a little bit of pump on the way through. But there you go, just out of the podiums at this moment in time, Nina. All right, our last competitor, Hayden Marshall, absolutely posted some very solid qualification rounds. The only one in qualifications that did better than Jasper in the qualification round 2. So he certainly got what it takes. Looking at the qualifications, let's see if Hayden's got what it takes when it comes to the final. We know where the tough part is down low, folks. They're after the bit of the wrestle through the square box, though. Square boxing section, you've still got to back up and dyno your way to a victory. And we shall see if Hayden can show us the top on this one, folks. It would be nice to see, but certainly I'm sure he'd love to see a top as well. The next 6 minutes or so, or less, will show us whether that's going to be the case for Hayden. Into this section here. If you can move through this section quite efficiently, have enough left in the tank, and might make some sense. We'll see. Looking quite strong there. Good heel. That heel really locks you in, and he's finding. He's looking for the hold up high. 2 heels, nice and secured position. Let's see if he unlocks this. He didn't go for the clip early either. Now looking very strong here though. Very nice. At this moment in time, looking very composed. Hayden, if he can make these efficient moves a little bit higher, then look like he's got some bit of get up in the tank and go. All right, Hayden. All right. Jasper made it to the next hold, but not much further. Hayden looking in control and looking very nice, being able to chalk up on this hold here. I think you can tell there's something a little bit to come from this one. That's for sure. Choosing to do the clip early. All right, let's see if Hayden can make this move work. It's a big move. Oh! Well done. Well, he didn't latch the dyno, but I think that move certainly latched him the #1 position on the podium. Well done, Hayden. Unless there's some appeal to the opposite. I think Hayden just dynoed his way into victory. There you go, straight to the top, 17 plus. Only by a smidgen, but a smidgen's enough. A technical term, a smidgen. There you go. That was enough to get it done. So, all right. Our last competitor in the competition, with her experience in competitions quite broad. Ariel not mucking around on this one. Not mucking around at all. L'Oreal, 9 degrees in urban climb. Her local gyms. 16 today, actually. There you go. Happy birthday, Ariel. Hopefully you take home this present. Maybe a #1 podium finish. Who knows? You've still got some climbing to do. She's Australia's first Aboriginal climber to win a national lead title. Well done. Came first in 2025 Nationals. Just back from climbing the World Youth Championships in Helsinki. and had a great time training with the Finnish team before the Worlds. So well done. Off to the 2025 camp for the Nationals training soon. So Oriel, big experience from such a young climber, and let's see if you can make it work for your competition today. So far, so good. Oriel's 2 qualifiers being fantastic in the first 2 qualifying rounds. Finding a little cheeky balancy rest in the corner there. Oriel, we've seen her in some bouldering comps as well. Quite a dynamic, fast climber. So doesn't tend to wait around too long, goes for it. High risk, high reward type of climbing. Now this little section here, we do know is a little tricky. Oriel finding a nice spot, getting a good heel in. I wonder if she'll go for the, she's going for a heel. Oh, very nice. Finding the balancing point here. Nice clip as well. Now we do know she's got to make a few more moves from here. Looking okay though. Can't see any signs of fatigue just yet. This is a bit different though. A little bit higher, a little bit of a different section. Dropping down to climb back up. A little bit of a shake, bit of a pump coming. Finding a good spot there though. Nice, here we go. A few more moves. Oriel looking good. Finding a quick rest as well, and nice smart climbing. As soon as you can find yourself a quick rest, and you've got to balance the act between resting and progressing. At this moment in time, Oriel making good work of it. Now this is where we need this next move so she can take it out. Reach for the next hold, Oriel. Before making the clip. Well, let's hope she can make that one, and she does. Now we might see a top here, folks. This would be great to see, and but not over till it's over. Oriel making these last moves. Oh, a bit of a foot slip. Come on. Yes. Latches the hold. No, one thing left to do, which is clip, and that's a top. Convincing win by Oriel. Well done. Well, there you go, but folks, best to last on the competition day anyway. But well done, Oriel. Well done to all of the competitors, everyone in the finals. Great job. But unless there is an appeal, Oriel will take it out, folks, as you go. So good job. All of that work that she's been putting in here and overseas, clearly paying off for Oriel and her competition today. All right, well, let's have a quick look, folks, of where the competitors landed. So, under 19 lead females, or males, sorry, Hayden, Jasper, and Hamish. Pretty tightly done there, with Hayden just taking it, dynoing his way into the finals and finished number 1. There'll probably be 5 or 10 minutes of appeals if there's needed to be, but that's the provisional finishings right now. We'll go to the under 19 lead females, and Oriel with a convincing top just then. Mia and Indigo not too far behind when it came to second and third though, and well done to all of the competitors. Again, provisional positions. We do have the under 17s, folks. We might just take a quick look at those as well before we hand over to the team for a few replays and whatever. But there you go, the under 17 finals for the males. Daniel, William, and Jack, all 17 plus, and it was done on time, folks. It was done on timing count back on that one. So that one was hotly contested for sure. Daniel climbing it in 2 minutes and 8 seconds by just a few things there. But Arabella, Nikki, and Ellie. Arabella making a fantastic top, but she is an interstater, so she won't be able to take home the Queensland Championships, but she can take home the competition day prize, which is awesome. An ex-Queenslander anyway, so there you go. But there you go, folks. There are our finalists for today. Well done to everybody in the competition. I'll leave you with the team, some highlights, and don't go away. The on-site team will take care of the podiums real soon. So make sure you hang around and support everyone for that. Thanks for joining us on the live stream, folks. Big shout out to all our sponsors and our competitors and our volunteers for putting on the competition. You guys take care. Make sure you hang around for the podiums. Signing off for this one, folks. Thanks for joining us. Take care and bye for now.
Have you visited our website, heightdynamics.com.au? You'll find hundreds of height safety products from some of the world's leading height safety brands. All available for you to browse and order 24/7 at heightdynamics.com.au.
Of our Petzl raffle. So, reaching in, you've got the name there? Okay. So, the winning ticket is raffle number 178, belonging to a Stacey R. That will be Stacey Rossetti. So, Stacey has won the Petzl prize pack with all the lead gear in there. So if Stacey is here, she can come up and collect it. If not, we'll put it. You won. Yes. She was standing on the wrong side of the speaker. There we go. There you are. Oh, you nearly missed out.
Oh, hang on, please. Hang on.
You grab it.
Yeah. Rick, who said that? Is that it? Oh.
All right, big thank you to our sponsors providing these prizes. Now, I'm going to hand over in just a second to our jury president, Charmaine. I would just like to mention that all these great climbs behind us, Corey has let me know the gym is keeping these up, so come in during the week and you can try these finals climbs. So put your money where your mouth is and give them a go, see how you do. All right, I'd like to hand over now to our jury president, Charmaine, to say a few words.
Awesome, thank you. Okay, thank you everybody. It's been a fantastic comp, great 2 days of climbing. I really appreciate you all coming out and joining us. I'd like to thank Crank for hosting, Corey and his team looking after us all weekend. It's been fabulous. I'd also like to thank our sponsors, K2 Basecamp as our naming sponsor. We also have our sponsors Wild Earth, Rung, am I saying Ragnar, we thank you, Eldred, Pinnacle, Petzl, Crux, ICP, Crank and Cliff Bars. So thank you very much everyone. Next, we don't get to have these amazing climbs without our route setters, so I would like to thank Cosro and his team. We had Mitch, Amanda, Peter, Victor and Ange. The route setting was amazing. Events like this don't come together quickly or easily, so there's a very large team working behind the scenes to make it all happen. So I'd like to thank Mike, our event director, who gets all the paperwork done for us. I would like to thank Jared for being our head judge. It was his very first event as head judge and he did a fabulous job. Our MC, thank you Tim, sorry the sound system let you down a bit, but we got there. Positive Studios, we thank you for broadcasting this and bringing the sport to larger notability, so we thank you for that. We've got a whole bunch of people from SCQ and around the team. So I've got Peter and Guy and Ben and Chris we had here yesterday. So thank you for all the help that you give. And then we have all of our volunteers, everyone who has judged, ISO officialed, helped out with registration desk, all of those spaces that you do. We can't do this without you, and we thank you so much. Our competitors, we thank you. Obviously, we can't come and watch a comp unless we're watching someone. So thank you, competitors, for joining in. I hope you had fun. And I hope you're going to come along to our next comp, which is our Youth Boulder comp, being held on the 11th and 12th of October. Registration is now open, so you can jump on and register for that. And that will be held at Cut Loose down on the Gold Coast. So I hope you come along to that. And then finally, this was our youth state selection event, so you will be getting emails to let you know if you've made our state team to go and compete at nationals. I'd like to hand back over to Tim.
All right, so please put your hands together and thank our jury president, Charmaine there, another one of our amazing volunteers. Now, we did mention the volunteers there, and Guy has organised a prize pack for one of our volunteers. Unfortunately, I think the batteries are running out of the microphone. So, who is our volunteer winner? Simon Crisp. All right, Simon Crispy is the volunteer winner for this event. Here he comes. We wish we could give every single one of our volunteers a prize. Thank you. But each competition we do hand out a raffle for our volunteers, and that was Simon this time. But now let's move along to the big winners. We're going to start off with our under 17 female category. Now, for this category, we had some interstate competitors, and we are going to be having two podiums. We're going to start off with the competition podiums with the prizes from our sponsors, and then we'll be going into the Queensland podium for the state title. So, for the competition, in third place, can I please have Ellie Wilkinson? Well done, Ellie. Jack from K2 on hand to present all the prizes today. In second place for the competition, it's Nikki Holmes. And that means our competition winner from the ACT is Arabelle Jones. Big thank you to Arabelle and all the interstate competitors who made the journey this weekend. Can you please put your hands together for the competition podium for under 17 female? Congratulations, athletes. Queensland athletes, don't go too far away. We're going to now do the under 17 female Queensland podium. So, in third place for Queensland, can I please call up Penny Day? In second place for Queensland, it's Ellie Wilkinson. And so it gives me great pleasure to announce the 2025 Under-17 Female Queensland Lead Champion as Nikki Holmes. Let's put our hands together one more time for the Queensland podium, Under-17 Female Lead. Amazing work, athletes. Thank you very much. All right, our next podium is the Under-17 Male podium. This is both the competition and the Queensland titles. And in third place, we have none other than Jack Pearce. Second place for Queensland lead, it's William Smythe. Okay, so for 2025 in under 17 male, the Queensland lead champion is Daniel Cowling. Let's put those hands together for the Queensland podium under 17 male lead. Thank you very much, athletes. Amazing effort this weekend. All right, we're going to move along now to the under 19 female category. So once again, it's the combined competition and state podium. And in third place for Queensland, it is Indigo Nunez. Well done. Second place in Queensland, Mia Abra. And that means that in 2025, the Queensland champion for under 19 female lead is none other than Oriel Michaelis Thorpe. Let's put those hands together for our under 19 female Queensland podium. Amazing climbing athletes, thank you very much. Right, we've got all the happy snaps, excellent. All right, so we've got one podium left this weekend. It's for under 19 male lead. And in third place in Queensland, it is Hamish Rossetti. Let's go, Ham. Second place in Queensland, Jasper Nishino. Jasper. And so for 2025, the Queensland champion in under 19 male lead is Hayden Marshall. Let's hear it for the under 19 male lead Queensland podium.
Have you visited our website, heightdynamics.com.au? You'll find hundreds of height safety products from some of the world's leading height safety brands. All available for you to browse and order 24/7 at heightdynamics.com.au.